जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरि बोल हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण। जय गौरानिताय जय भारनिताय, गौरानिताय जय भारनिताय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की। मथुरापुरी धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की। गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की। श्री श्री गौर की। ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की। श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की। निताय गौर ब्रह्मानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glory Gauranga. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaయ Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Prabhu, could you come here? Om Prabhu. Let us have kind of semicircle. Then some devotee is hiding behind. No, you should go behind. Semicircle means what? Like this. You should go behind. Go. You. I just told Om Prabhu to come here. Hare Krishna. So welcome to our continuation on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami from Adi-lila 5th chapter, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balram. Last time we discussed how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is heading towards Vrindavan, his humility and Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy upon him. Nityananda Prabhu guided him to go to Sri Vrindavan Dham, and there he glorifies Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, all that. So last section of this chapter is remaining, 211, isn't it? Onwards. So 211 to 215 is describing Lord Madan Mohan. Madana Gopala, Shri Govinda Darshana, कही बार योग्य नहे, ये सब का थाना. I am not fit to speak all these confidential words about my visiting Lord Madan Gopal and Lord Govinda. So when Lord empowers one, one need not share with everyone. But sometimes the ecstasy is so high, overflood, like overflow. So then it may just get revealed. But one will simultaneously feel humble also, because one knows that it's not his own power. Now, literature of this kind, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, even worldly people appreciate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita for its poetry, the richness of the language, Bangla language, and many other aspects, language, poetry, and all that. They appreciate this. And what to speak of devotees? There is no better literature than Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Last time also I think we discussed. Prabhupada said, so far away from Vrindavan, I am feeling so much separation from Vrindavan. So only solace is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He had one Bangla copy, some kind of red cover to it, and he would discuss Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita with early followers, those hippies, in 26 Second Avenue. He would come down from his room up, and he would come down to the shop, the 26 Second Avenue, what do you call the gifts, matchless gift shop. So that was like a shop earlier. So that's where the boys were staying. So they would every morning have 7 o'clock class, like this only, and then they would hear that Satan Goswami, that Sanatan Goswami. They were not able to hear Satan. That Satan Goswami was caught by Nawab Hussain Shah and was put in the jail, and the story ends. And Prabhupada closes the book, puts it in now, and he goes away. And they're wondering, all the great secrets are in that book. We don't know what happened next to this Satan Goswami. huh? That we'll come to know the secret tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Swamiji alone has the copy. We cannot read. We don't know what, but he will tell us tomorrow. So Prabhupada would discuss Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So morning one thought came to my mind that for this yuga, Kali Yuga, we have Lord Vedvyas, who is Lord Narayan himself. Lord Narayan only has, generally Shaktavesh avatar is there, but Jiva is empowered to do some amazing task, which only Lord can do. But like Prutu Maharaj is one Shaktavesh avatar. He's a Jiva, but he's empowered by the Lord for administration, administrative potency of the Lord for that reason. But for that matter, here for this age we have Vedvyas, who is none other than Lord Narayan only. But better than Lord Narayan are even Lord's devotees who will glorify the Lord, like Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He's one of the Manjaris. I don't know, I'll have to see here. But he is one of the Manjaris, that means very close confidential associates of Radha Krishna. Though the Manjaris assist Sakhis, but there are some intimate pastimes of Radha Krishna in which even Sakhis are not allowed because they are little elderly, 14, 15-year young girls, whereas Manjaris are only 6-year old girls. So they can very easily go in the groves where Radha Krishna are having intimate pastime. Where Sakhis are not allowed, Manjaris are allowed. And we have so many Manjaris coming in our parampara. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is one such Manjari. And last time we discussed how Madan Gopal gave blessings. So that we discussed. No, that is I think in the yesterday we were discussing. That's in the 8th chapter. It will come after some chapters. So Madan Gopal personally gave blessings to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami because all the devotees had asked him, why don't you write some book describing the glories of Lord Chaitanya? And then on the top of that, the head priest of Radha Govinda Dev temple, he also asked him, please, you should write this book. Because all the devotees here and many others all over, they don't know much about Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu did not keep his pastime little confidential. Very confidential associates like Sarva Damodar Goswami, Ramanand Rai, and Raghunath Das Goswami got the opportunity. So you have heard from Raghunath Das Goswami. So you please write. So then he goes to Madan Gopal temple in Vrindavan and prays to the Lord. Oh Lord, Vaishnavas are saying like this, I don't know what to do. Am I fit to write this glories of Mahaprabhu? And immediately the garland fell down from the neck around the neck of Madan Gopal. And the Pujari immediately brought it and put it to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. That picture is not here, I think. That is in the next, because that is the pastime in the next volume. So here they have not given this. No, here it is not there. It's in the 8th chapter, next volume. So here we have greatest literature, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, written by one of the Manjaris, very close confidential associates of Radha Krishna, under the blessings of Madan Mohan. So he's saying, I am not fit to speak all these confidential words about my visiting Lord Madan Gopal and Lord Govinda. It seems that he wanted to write here only, but he kept it confidential here also. But somehow it gets revealed in 8th chapter. Next, Vrindavana Purandara Srimadana Gopala Rasa Vilasi Sakshat Rajendra Kumara. Lord Madan Gopal, the chief deity of Vrindavan, is the enjoyer of the Rasa dance and is directly the son of the king of Vraja. See, the deity is called as the son of Nanda Maharaj. So we say Krishna is son of Nanda Maharaj, and these are deities of Krishna. So we differentiate sometimes, isn't it? So no differentiation should be made. Same. These deities, just like when you go in front of Shishi Radha Vrindavan Chandra, oh Vrindavan Chandra, the son of Nanda Maharaj, the son of Yashoda Mai, the master of Vrindavan, your Vrajajana Ranjana, you give delight to the hearts of Vrajavasis. Like that you should address. You understand? Not that Krishna was the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, and this deity is of Krishna. There is still some problem over there. Directly address the deity only. Say that you are son of Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai. Like that. It will help. That's sign of advancement. Shri Radha Lalita Sange Rasa Vilas Manmatha Manmatha Rupe Yahara Prakash. He enjoys the Rasa dance with Srimati Radharani, Shri Lalita and others. He manifests himself as the Cupid of Cupids. Manmat is one word for Krishna. For Cupid, Manmat, manthan karta hai hamare man ka. In our mind, when lust attacks, it's like a churning. All dangerous thoughts, enjoying the member of the opposite sex. So जो मन का मंथन करता है उसको मनमथ कहते हैं. But Krishna is manmatha manmanth. He churns the heart of Cupid also. Cupid churns our heart, our mind, and Krishna churns the heart of Manmatha also. That's why he's Manmatha Manmatha. In the form of Cupid is Manmatha Rupe. Manmatha is of Cupid. He's the Cupid of Cupid. Not Cupid of Cupid, Cupid of Cupids. Because in each Brahmanda there is one Cupid. There are Ananta Koti Brahmandas. So he is the Cupid of all Cupids. There are spiritual Cupids also from Pradyumna in different Vaikuntha worlds. Pradyumna manifests. So he is a transcendental Cupid. And these are mundane Cupids. So even Pradyumna and other sons of Krishna, they also get charmed by the activities of Krishna. So Krishna is the top Cupid of all Cupids. And we are top stupids of all stupids. Pronounce the sound similar, Cupid, stupid. So because we are under the attraction clutches of Cupid, we are all stupids. Because I am under the clutches of Cupid, I am a stupid. Like that. This matches. Cupid, stupid. So he enjoys the rasa dance with Srimati Radharani, Shri Lalita and others. He manifests himself as the Cupid of Cupids. Manmatha, Manmatha. So he is quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 32nd chapter. That is last chapter of Ras-lila. Second verse. Tasam avirabhut shaurihi smayamanam mukhambuja pītāmbara dharah swagri sakshan manmatha manmatha. So he gave in Bangla that word, but originally also it comes in Sanskrit in Srimad Bhagavatam. So he's quoting that. How I'm not saying something out of my own whims, but it is there from scriptures, based on scriptures. Whatever we say, immediately we should substantiate from scriptures. Anything you say, anything you think also, you should be able to quote from the scripture. Any thought comes, anything happens in your life, any action happens in your life, things happening, And anything you speak, even your thoughts, everything you should be able to quote from the scripture. That yes, this thought in my mind has background over here. In the Bhagavatam, it is like said like this similarly. Or in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is what is said. Or in Chaitanya Mangal, yeah, like that only is there. Or whatever you speak, immediately you should be able to say, this is there in Bhagavatam, or it is there in Bhagavad Gita. That's how we should be expert in scriptures. As Prabhupada wanted us to be like lawyers. Lawyers are, the expert lawyers can know maximum IPC, Indian Penal Code. So they quote immediately. So, my lord, the judge, they'll say, in according to IPC 312, whatever it is, he'll tell. So this criminal should be punished in this way, or he should be exempted because he's sinless or whatever. So like that. You should be constantly in touch with the scriptures. That is a sign of a Madhyamadhikari. Everything is based on the scriptures. And those who are Kanishtadhikari, they go by mental whims. They should be given up. मुझे लगा कि ऐसा करना चाहिए, मैंने सोचा कि ऐसा करता हूँ. He is a very independent minded fellow. He is not in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra. But Madhyamadhikari is in line with Guru Sadhu and Shastra. He is always in touch with the scriptures. He is always getting nourished by the instructions of the previous acharyas, the current spiritual master, his own spiritual master, one spiritual master, Diksha Guru, and many others, some others, Shiksha Gurus, instructing spiritual masters, and scriptures, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. This should be continuous, 24 hours, whatever you do, whatever you speak, and whatever thoughts come in your mind. You should be able to back them up from one of the three, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. They are all in line only. Not that Sadhu speaks something outside of the scriptures, or Guru speaks outside of the Sadhus. No, they are one. The less we have heard, then we may feel, no, my Guru said something which was amazing. This is not there anywhere. No, it is not like that. It is there in the scriptures. It has been spoken by the Sadhus earlier. But he is speaking in little different way. Just like Prabhupada's famous example of car driver. Body is like a car, and we, the soul, are like drivers. So this is not new. This is there in scriptures. Scriptures were written 5,000 years back. There are no cars then. No, there the example of chariot is there. Chariot driver and all that. So because in those years cars were not there, this kind of third class machine, polluting, air polluting device or machine, that was not there. It was very smooth. Chariots were there, and very fast driving chariots also. Overnight Krishna reached from Dwarka to Kundinpur, thousands of kilometers. So fast, like that. And he can go faster than that also. Krishna took Arjun on the chariot, driving the chariot to Mahavishnu Lok, which is the plane which can take us. And fighter planes of Indian Army. Okay, India is a very small country. America's fighter planes or satellites. He's saying yes. Satellite will be burned to ashes. Powder भी नहीं गिरेगा इधर पृथ्वी के ऊपर उसका. So Krishna took Arjun on chariot. So impossible things become possible. You can reach those places which nobody else in the creation can take you ever. Your relatives cannot take you, your parents cannot take you, your friends cannot take you, your company boss, college teachers, and the presidents, the politicians, the presidents, prime ministers, or scientists, or Bill Gates, rich people. Nobody can take you to those places where Krishna can take you. First, he will take your consciousness over there, and then he will take you, the soul, also over there. That is all power. That is all possible. Krishna only can make impossible things possible. What you cannot dream of will be a reality. That's the power of the Supreme Lord. So one should always be servant of the Lord and serve him. Then you get everything. So here it is saying, wearing yellow garments and decorated with a flower garland, Lord Krishna appearing among the gopis with his smiling lotus face, looked directly like the charmer of the heart of Cupid. स्वमाधुर्ये लोके रमन करे आकर्षण द्वीपाशे राधा ललिता करे न सेवन. With Radha and Lalita serving him on his two sides, he attracts the hearts of all by his own sweetness. So we can see in our Radha Madhav temple also, Radharani is on Madhav's left side, left hand side, whereas Lalita is on his right side. Similarly, if you go to Radha Gopinath temple in Vrindavan also, there also you will find that Lalita Devi is there on his right side. So they are there around him. Nityananda Daya More Tare Dekhaila Shri Radha Madana Mohane Prabhu Kari Dila. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Shri Madan Mohan and gave me Shri Madan Mohan as my Lord and Master. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Shri Madan Mohan and gave me Shri Madan Mohan as my Lord and Master. So Nityan Prabhu originally directed Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami from his village Samatpur to Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan he came to the shelter of Madan Mohan. And Madan Mohan became his Lord and Master, instructing him to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So how one should never forget one's roots, one's origin. As we grow in spiritual life, many times we forget those devotees who brought us to Krishna consciousness, who nourished us in the early days. Years later, life might be different. And because of the circumstances, they may not be around. And we might forget them. Gratitude, not there, but it's not that strong now, or it's not being expressed now. It's okay if the circumstances are such that you are not able to express that gratitude toward that person for certain reason, but then equal amount of gratitude or more gratitude is being shown to the current devotees. Otherwise, what happens? We always say that, oh my, that devotee, he was very good and he brought me to Krishna consciousness. And his devotees now, they are all like, very poor, very bad and all that. So this means there is a problem in our spiritual advancement. Maybe we are not advancing now because the gratitude is not there in the heart. So could be the gratitude should be there for the person who brought us to Krishna consciousness, and now also those, or maybe those who are now contributing more to our Krishna consciousness, towards them gratitude is more. So that's also okay. But the gratitude to those who brought us to Krishna consciousness is also there. Speaking it in mundane terms, like we are always grateful to our parents in India particularly for giving us birth, for caring for us when we were kids, babies. We did not know how to take care, how to eat, how to bathe, everything they did for us. They only sent us to school and then all the financial support, etc. But years later, maybe you are on your own, or circumstances have changed, they might have died also, or even if they are alive, they are somewhere in the village and you are there in some town, or could be in a big metropolitan city, could be settled in London, America, somewhere. And then one maybe just might have forgotten parents. So it should not be like that. The gratitude should always be there. One should not forget one's roots. Otherwise it becomes a problem. Like you can see many of the Indians who have gone outside of India, wherever they have settled and are very happy about it. Some problems come there, political upheaval or social disturbance. Immediately they tend to run back to India. Isn't it? Yes or not? Yes. Then they understand. Friend in need is friend indeed. Indians will accept us. My parents, my relatives in India, they will never say, hey, you rascal, last 10-15 years, you are enjoying life in America and now America is collapsing and they are shooting all the Indians in America. Now you are trying to come back? No. We'll shoot you from here. So we know that, our whatever origin we have. Even we have seen as brahmachari, so many, I interact with so many parents of brahmachari. They are always welcoming their children. Even if they accept the fact that he is a brahmachari, he will not come back, he will not marry. Still, their hearts doors are open for that. In a sense, Yes, and some parents even gave their inheritance property to children and all that. Though the children are brahmacharis, they know that he's doing well and he's so selfless. He's not absolutely having any interest in money. So let him have our money. Means they may share with another son who is materialistic, who is not a devotee, has some inclination, may not have inclination. He may be atheist also. So that is biological thing they will give. But to brahmachari also they give, because mm, parents always feel that he's my extension. Is yeah, आत्मज मुझसे ही पैदा हुआ है. Father in particular, Namkaran Sanskar in the Vedas there are slokas. Particular one shloka is there. So he recites, the father recites that shloka in which he means, "Oh my dear son, I only have expanded in your form." Like that. I exist in your form. Like that. That's why if the husband dies for a woman who gives birth to son, she still does not feel so much separation from husband because she sees her husband again in the form of son. So some kind of that that is there, security is there. मोअध में दिल श्री गोविंद दर्शन कही बार कथन है akatya kathan. He granted to one as low as me the sight of Lord Govinda. Words cannot describe this, nor is it fit to be disclosed. So our ecstasy in the heart, in one sense, cannot come out on paper in the form of ink, some text, some words. And also another thing is we may not share our ecstasy with others, because they may not understand it. They may not be able to digest it and all that. But years later, maybe they may also understand. Just like those parents who have second endeavor for the second child, they have to do it through physical union. But the firstborn child, they will not reveal that. They will never do it in front of him. He might be sleeping. He may be 3, 4, 5, 6 years old in some another room, and in some another room they are having physical union or their endeavor for next child. But that child, other first child, cannot understand all these things. The child may see parents eating in front of him. He may see mother cooking. He may see father working on laptop or doing some household chore. But this thing they cannot see. The children will not be shown, because the first child cannot understand what the parents are getting into in order to procreate the next child. So those who are not fit for that, one may not share with them. Some are very confidential things, cannot be shared with others. Now 218 to 226, he talks about glories of Lord Govinda. He spoke about Lord Madan Mohan, now Govinda. 218 and 219. वृंदावने योगपीठे कल्पतरुवने रत्न मंडपताहे रत्न सिंहासने श्री गोविंद बसिया छेन व्रजेंद्र नंदन माधुर्य प्रकाशी करेन जगत मोहन. On an altar made of gems in the principal temple of Vrindavan, amidst a forest of desire trees, Lord Govinda, the son of the king of Braja, sits upon a throne of gems and manifests his full glory and sweetness, thus enchanting the entire world. This is Bangla version of the Sanskrit verse which he has only given. Divya Kalpadrumadah Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastau Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devau Prishthalibhi Sevyamano Smarami. Sevyamano Smarami. I remember who? Radha Govinda. Divyad Rundaranya Kalpadrumadha. Kalpadruma. Druma means tree. Kalpataru. Same. Kalpa Vruksha. Same. Vruksha, Taru, Druma. All three have the same meaning. Tree. Kalpatarus, the desire fulfilling trees. All the trees in Sri Vrindavan are desire fulfilling trees. So, and there is one Divya special tree in that. Below that, on a Ratna Jadita Simhasan, the throne decked or bedecked with very precious stones, ratnas. So on that, one divine couple is sitting. They are Radha and Govinda. Shri Govinda Bashiyachin Rajendra Nandan, he son of Nanda Maharaj. Madhurya Prakashikaran, and he manifests his full glory and sweetness. And he's just enchanting the whole world. Govinda, one who gives pleasure to the senses. Mm. So when we serve Radha Govind, we will get so much pleasure in our senses. Madan Mohan, first we need to have blessings of, because Madan Mohan is attractor of the Cupids. So otherwise, as I said, we get attracted to Cupid and then we become stupid. So when Madan Mohan's blessings are there, Cupid will not disturb you. Sex god, Kamdev, Kandarpa cannot disturb you. So then, with undisturbed senses, you will serve Radha Govind Dev. And then Govind will give pleasure to your senses. Earlier, keeping Lord aside, you were trying to enjoy the world through your own senses. And you became frustrated like anything because Cupid attacked like anything, kicked, smashed, spat upon, and slapped. All that happened. Now, because you have got blessings of Madan Mohan, Cupid is sidetracked, and now you serve Govinda Dev with pure senses, with absolutely no desire for your own sense gratification. Now, Govinda Dev satisfies your senses. He gives pleasure to your senses. Hmm. Govinda is also one who gives pleasure to Go. Go means cows. Hmm. He is not only Gopal, the maintainer of the cows, he is also the one who gives pleasure to the cows. You can see so many cows becoming pleased when Krishna embraces them. So many, you can see thousands around, and Krishna is able to take care of everyone simultaneously. So many pastimes of Krishna with the cows. So he is Govinda also, giver of pleasure to cows, and Go also refers to our senses. That's why Goswami is another word, one who has controlled his senses, and we are Godasas, those who are subservient to their senses, those who become servants of their senses. So Govinda, he will give pleasure to our senses, and we will not look for any other pleasure in this world. That's all third class pleasure, worldly pleasure. Not even third class, 10th class, or no class in one sense. So he is enjoyer of Ras Lila also, that is described. Next. वाम पार्श्वे श्रीराधिका सखी गण संगे रासादिक लीला प्रभु करे कतरंगे. By his left side is Srimati Radharani and her personal friends. With them, Lord Govinda enjoys the Rasalila and many other pastimes. So on Radharani's left is Vishakha, and to her left is Indulekha, to her left is Ranga Devi, and to her left is Sudevi. And Lalita's right side is Champaklata, to her right side is Chitra, and to her right side is Tungavidya. So 8 Sakhis are there. Now 120, 221 to 223, he attracts everyone, that is described. Yara dhyana nija loke करे स पद्मासन अष्टादशाक्षर मंत्रे करे upasana. Lord Brahma, sitting on his lotus seat in his own abode, Brahmalok, always meditates on him, on Govinda Dev, and worships him with the mantra consisting of 18 syllables. So in our Gayatri mantra, we have this 18 syllable mantra, which we cannot reveal here. It's there. In his own planet, Lord Brahma, with the inhabitants of that planet, worships the form of Lord Govinda, Krishna, by the mantra of 18 syllables, Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Swaha. Ahead he says, loud chanting of a mantra like the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, with soft chanting of the Ashtatakshara, the mantra of 18 syllables, is recommended. This is for second initiated people. 14 भुवन यार सबे करे ध्यान वैकुंठादि पूरे यार लीला गुण गान. Everyone in the 14 worlds meditates upon him, and all the denizens of Vaikuntha sing of his qualities and pastimes. Amazing, huh? Everyone in 14 worlds meditates upon him. Everyone, all the atheists, Mayavadis, Jnanis, yogis, karmis, devotees, animals, birds, reptiles, trees, plants, aquatics, all are meditating on Krishna only. Any pleasure they want, anybody's association they seek is basically they want to be with Krishna only. Jiva is only looking for Krishna. Some know, some don't know. Everybody wants to love Krishna only. But those who don't know that Krishna is the one who should be loved, they love somebody else. Their wife, their children, their parents, and all others. Because they don't have knowledge, they are in ignorance. So devotees remove their ignorance by giving them knowledge. यार माधुरी ते करे लक्ष्मी आकर्षण रूप गोसाई करिया छेन से रूप वर्णन. The goddess of fortune is attracted by his sweetness, which Srila Rupa Goswami has described in this way. That is speaking in the next verse. In the purport, Prabhupada says that Lakshmi was desirous of having association of the Lord, so she engaged herself in meditation. When asked by Krishna why she engaged in meditation with austerity, Lakshmi Devi answered, I want to be one of your associates like the gopis in Vrindavan. Hearing this, Lord Sri Krishna replied that it was quite impossible. Lakshmi Devi then said that she wanted to remain just like a golden line on the chest of the Lord. The Lord granted the request, and since then, Lakshmi has always been situated on the chest of Lord Krishna as a golden line. The austerity and meditation of Lakshmi Devi are also mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:16-36, where the Nagapatnis, the wives of the serpent Kaliya, in the course of their prayers to Krishna, said that the goddess of fortune Lakshmi also wanted his association as a gopi and desired the dust of his lotus feet. So, Nagapatni is also in the 10:16-36. Remember Lakshmi Devi. But the next verse is by Srila Rupa Goswami, which is quoted in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-239. स्मेरां भङ्गित्रयपरिचितां साची विस्तीर्णदृष्टिं वंशीनस्ताधरकिशलयाम् उज्ज्वलां चन्द्रकेण गोविन्दाख्यां हरितनुम् इतः केशितीर्थोपकण्ठे मा प्रेक्षिस्थास्तव यदि सखे बंधु संज्ञस्तिरंगः. Seeing the shloka also, we have so much time to read it out. How the acharyas have written with such very deep meaning and rasa, which nourishes the heart. See the exalted character of the acharyas. Yeah, this is Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami ki. My dear friend, if you are indeed attached to your worldly friends, do not look at the smiling face of Lord Govinda as he stands on the bank of the Yamuna at Keshi Ghat, casting sidelong glances. He places his flute to his lips, which seem like newly blossomed twigs. His transcendental body, bending in three places, appears very bright in the moonlight. So this is classic description of Krishna's beauty by Srila Rupa Goswami. It is so enchanting, Krishna is so enchanting that he's saying, please, my dear friends, if you have any attachment to any of the worldly friends, please do not go. Please do not go to Vrindavan. Particularly do not go in Vrindavan to Yeshighat on the bank of Yamuna. My God, very dangerous boy standing there, blue in complexion, and he's threefold in his bend, and he holds flute to his lotus lips, and he produces such sound, you will forget all other sounds. Then you will, nothing will exist for you. This is a, what you call, not sarcastic, but this is in a different way saying that please go. If you really want to get rid of all the problems in your life, please go to Shri Vrindavan Dham, particularly on the bank of Yamuna, to Keshi Ghat, and there you will find this blue boy. He will charm your heart to such an extent Nothing will exist in this creation for you. You will go mad. शाश्वत काल के लिए आप पागल हो जाओगे. इस संसार की सभी चीजों को त्याग दोगे, लात मार के उससे दूर भाग जाओगे. You will run to Krishna. So, if you are indeed attached to your worldly friends, do not look at the smiling face of Lord Govinda as he stands on the bank of the Yamuna at Keshigarh. So we have one photo, devotees have drawn very nicely. Beautiful Krishna on Keshigarh. Casting sidelong glances, Krishna, Tirchi Nazar. His Tirchi Nazar is ultimate. ऐसी तिरछी नजर कभी नहीं आई नजर. Like that. Yesterday I gave a call to one congregation devotee. तो उसमें एक पता नहीं कोई तो सॉन्ग था, लेकिन वही था कुछ तो ऐसा ही. क्या था वो? हे बांके बिहारी तेरी नजर है, कहीं नजर न लग जाए तुझे. Something song was there. Najariya something. But it was referring to Krishna only. You're so beautiful and don't do so much shringar. कुछ था ना, न कर इतना तो श्रृंगार कि तुझे नजर लग जाए नजर. हाँ मेरे बाके बिहारी लाल, मत कर इतना श्रृंगार, हाँ तुझे लग जाएगी नजर. देखो इतना भगवान सुंदर है और फिर और श्रृंगार करते हैं, तो फिर आदमी पागल हो जाएगा, सामने वाला नजर लग जाएगा भगवान को. Sidelong, casting sidelong glances, he places his flute to his lips, which seem like newly blossomed twigs. Krishna's lips. So many girls and women apply lipstick. It looks most horrible. It looks like ऐसे जाके उसको खरोच के निकालना चाहिए. कुछ तो चिपक गया है उनके ओठों के ऊपर. Such a third class ways of trying to show the natural lifestyle in which men and women they have pinkish, reddish lips like that. वो तो है नहीं, प्लास्टिक खाते हैं, means all this garbage we eat and then put lipstick, which is another garbage. Such a bad thing. जैसे horrible लगता है वो lipstick. But anyway, people take pleasure in applying that lipstick. उनके जो भी कलर के ओठ होंगे ना, काले नीले पीले, that will be all naturally looking more beautiful than these lips with lipstick. तुरंत दिखता है कि जैसे वैसे वो those who put hair dye, immediately समझ में आता है. ऐसा लगता है कि वो सब निकाल दे वो कलर उसका, उसके सर को सारा साबुन वगैरह उपटन लगा के ये सब कलर निकाल के आर्टिफिशियल लगा के वो व्हाइट कलर अच्छा लगेगा वो, natural white hair. Then he'll be a natural devotee. Now he is an artificial devotee. पूरा काला कलर लगा दिए हैं, फिर अंदर से सफेद बाल वगैरह है. He can apply oil paint of white color on his shaved head. या फिर black color लगा सकता है. That's why I tell that this age when you grow beyond 35, 40, when the hair are becoming white, this is not the age for hair dye. This is the age for hair shaving, head shaving. And for Matajis also apply hair dye. That is another crazy thing. So for them, this is not the age for hair dyeing. For them, this is the age for wearing sari and putting the end of the sari on the head, pallu. पल्लू से ढको अपने सर को. फिर किसी को समझेगा नहीं आपके काले बाल है क्या, सफेद बाल, फिर हेयर डाई लगाने का खर्चा ही नहीं. नेचुरल लाइफ. एंड शी विल बी अ नेचुरल डिवोटी ऑफ कृष्णा. साड़ी पहन के, नहीं तो क्या क्या पहनती है माता जी, शर्ट पैंट जीन्स, पता नहीं क्या पहनते, भगवान ही जाने क्या बोलते हैं उसको. तो मुझे पता भी नहीं उसको क्या बोलते, लहंगा बोलते हैं क्या. मैंने एक बार बोला, मेरे पिताजी हिंदी लेक्चर में बोला, मेरे पिताजी लहंगा पहनते थे पहले, लेकिन बाद में बेचारे भौतिकवादी लोगों का ये संग वगैरह, तो फिर वो पैंट पहनने लगे. तो वन हिंदी डिवोटी सेड, प्रभु जी आपने क्या बोला, लहंगा लहंगा तो माता जी पहनती है. माता जी पहनती लहंगा? अरे बोला नहीं, लहंगा तो प्रभु जी पहनते. बोले नहीं प्रभु जी, लहंगा माता जी पहनती है. तो प्रॉब्लम ये है, शायद मराठी में जो लहंगा है वो हिंदी भाषिक लोगों के लिए माता जी का लहंगा है शायद, यानी माता जी का कुछ तो पैंट के पता नहीं क्या होता है. बोले मैंने तो कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि मेरे पिताजी किसी स्त्री का लहंगा पहनते. तो प्रभु जी का लहंगा इज बोनाफाइड. इजंट इट? लहंगा पता है ना आपको? लहंगा नहीं पता? ठीक है, जाने दो. सफर. हाँ लुंगी नहीं, लहंगा। लेकिन वो हिंदी भाषिक लोग लहंगा यानी वो माता जी पहनते हैं। नहीं नहीं, ठीक है, आपको समझाना मुश्किल है मुझे। लहंगा क्या होता है? वो जो महाराष्ट्रियन हमारे वारकरी लोग पहनते ना ऊपर, हाँ देखो, पायजामे, मराठी पायजामा म्हणतात, लहंगा पण म्हणतात बघा. ठीक है, चलो, we will not get into that. Let us. Here in the purport it says Vidyapati, a great and learned poet of Mithila, has said that the pleasure derived from friendship, society, and family life in the material world is like a drop of water, but our hearts desire pleasure like an ocean. Thus, the heart is compared to a desert of material existence that requires the water of an ocean of pleasure to satisfy its dryness. That Sanskrit word he is, he says, Tatale Saikate Vari Bindu Sama Sutamita Ramani Samaji. Tatale Saikate, one who is burnt in the desert, he desires water. Water will satisfy, keep him alive, other will die only. So much scorching heat. Tatale Saikate, but then when he gets the material pleasure, this material world is compared to a desert, and when you try to satisfy your thirst, for enjoyment, for pleasure through material pleasures, then it is like Vari Bindu Sama. It is like one drop of water in the desert where you need oceanic water. If you get one drop of water, what will it do? If you drink that one drop of water, it will increase your thirst. That's how the nature of material world, material pleasures are. The more you enjoy material pleasure, more you want to enjoy. Thirst will not go away. Thirst will increase. He's saying Suta Mitra Ramani Samaje. Suta means children, Mita, Mr. Mitra, friends, Ramani, wife and other beautiful women around. Samaje, in the friendship society. In this friendship, society and love can never satisfy you. Rather, it will increase your thirst all the more. He must seek the lotus feet of Govinda. If one takes shelter under his lotus feet, he will forget that minute quantity of so-called pleasure. So this is how, especially for brahmacharis and sannyasis, and even vanaprasthas, who are not in touch with friendship, society, love of this world, for them to take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet is very important. Otherwise, it's very tottering platform. Anytime they will fall back. Anytime one will fall back. That's why it is said for a sannyasi to go back to material life is vantasi, one who vomits and then he licks upon his own vomit. Who will lick upon his own vomit? Such a horrible thing. Vomit anywhere we see, isn't it? Immediately, I saw in one plane I was flying, I was sitting in one seat. Ahead of me, one family was sitting, husband, wife, and 1 or 2 kids were there. So one was small kid, but a little elder one, maybe 6, 7-year-old or 8-year-old, maybe something like that. So he was also there. He was not so naughty. The younger one was quite naughty, but this one was there. And air hostess came and said, what can I serve you? And very smiling, they are beautiful girls. And they smile, they speak a very fluent language, whichever Hindi, English and all that she was speaking. And then what happened one time, there is a button. If they press, that means the air hostess has to come and see what is the need of the customer, the passengers, etc. So she came and she asked what happened. So the one Mataji here, I think she told, look there, what happened. So the elder son of that family, elder that 6, 8-year-old, he had vomited it suddenly, like that, and it splashed over a seat and here, there. So immediately the mother and father were very concerned. Mother immediately, on the back, they do something because it's little quite uneasy feeling and all that. So she was doing, and father was also concerned. Oh, now what to do? And meanwhile, this air hostess, when she asked the backside people, and when this lady, well, on my seat, whosoever was there, she had pressed the button. So she came and she asked her. She said, "There, they need help. This family need." And when she saw that all that splashed vomit and all that, she was like, I was looking at the face of that air hostess. She was like, I thought, now where is your smile gone? I did not say. I was thinking, all her commercial business is challenged now. How will she deal with the whole situation? But they are trained, and for money, one will go to any extent. She tried to show herself as what do you call? Not compassionate. She could not, as modest, as what you call courteous, and whatever you call, that kind of thing. And just said, please this, that, something she told, that vomit bag is there and all that, But then she also ran away from there. So vomit, who will lick upon it? So for a sannyasi to again go for material life, material pleasures in a Suttamita Ramani Samaje, in friendship, society, and love, it's very disgusting. Brahmachari getting married is not a problem. All brahmacharis traditionally would get married. Few would remain in the ashram, in the Gurukul, and they would remain lifelong brahmacharis. They would be mainly from, not mainly, only from Brahmin family. Many other Brahmin boys also would go back and get married. Like Sudama went back and got married. He was Brahmin. And Krishna, to Kshatriya, Balram Kshatriya, they all came back. Few Brahmin boys, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Not maximum would get married only. So those boys will remain as sannyasis. But once they remain, they become sannyasis, there's no question of getting back to material life in the midst of money, women, the so-called material pleasures. He should be experiencing such high spiritual pleasure that the thought of sex pleasure, the thought of money, the thought of all the worldly pleasures never touches him, his consciousness, or never even comes closer. It is gone far, far away from him. Like that should be the advancement of sannyasi. Next, Sakshat Vrajendra Sutta Ithe nahi an Eva agge kare tare Pratima hena gyan. Without a doubt, he is directly the son of the king of Braja. Only a fool considers him a statue. Sei aparadhe tara nahi ka nistara ghora narakete pade ki boliba ara. For that offense he cannot be liberated, rather he will fall into a terrible hellish condition. What more should I say? So we should know the deities are, especially Govinda, all they are king of Raja and the son of the king of Raja, like that. We should not commit any offense. Should not think that Lord is a statue. One devotee in giving Bhagavatam class, Prabhupada was sitting 3 times in his class said, so Krishna is present in this deity in Vrindavan temple. So when 3rd time he said that, Prabhupada raised hand. And then Prabhupada said, Krishna is not in the deity. Krishna only is the deity. Now Prabhupada asked first question, I have a question. And he was shocked. What? Prabhupada said, in which part of the deity is Krishna present? And he could not answer. So Prabhupada said, it's not in some part of the deity that Krishna is present. Krishna only is the deity. That whole, what you see is Krishna. That is his head, those are his eyebrows, that is his forehead, this is his nose. This is Krishna. Don't think this is a statue and inside the heart of that statue is Krishna. No. Krishna is not the soul of that statue. Just like we are the soul sitting in the heart and the body is not ourselves. Not that kind of foolishness. Hena ye Govinda Prabhu Painu yaha haite Tahara charana krupa Ke pare varnite. Therefore, who can describe the mercy of the lotus feet of him, that is Lord Nityananda, by whom I have attained the shelter of this Lord Govinda. See, Govinda is so much reciprocating with him, giving mercy and all that, flooding his heart, but he doesn't forget the roots. This is all by the blessings of Lord Nityananda. Had it not been for Lord Nityananda guiding me to go to Vrindavan, I would have never got so much mercy of the Lord. So one should be, gratitude does not allow us to forget our roots. The origin of all the pleasure that I am deriving now. In present tense, gratitude never has the nature of forgetting the past tense. Where did it originate from? That's a gratitude. Vrindavane Vaiseyata Vaishnava Mandala Krishna Nama Parayana Parama Mangala. All the groups of Vaishnavas who live in Vrindavan are absorbed in chanting the all auspicious names of Krishna. Yara Prana Dhana Nityananda Shri Chaitanya Radha Krishna Bhakti Vinay Nahi Jane Anya. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are the life and soul of those Vaishnavas who do not know anything but devotional service to Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So they are all one. Sai Vaishnavera Padma Renu Padarenu Tara Pada Chaya Adhamere Dile Prabhu Nityananda Daya. The dust and shade of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas have been granted to this fallen soul by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So Lord Nityananda is Hari, and then Vaishnavas are there, and Guru is also there for Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. So we get by Lord's mercy only. By the mercy of the Lord in Paramatma in the heart, one gets directed to Guru, external manifestation of Paramatma. And by the mercy of Guru, one gets Krishna. So Paramatma, Guru, Krishna. That's the way. And Lord sees what is our aspiration. Anyway, Paramatma origin is in Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu only manifests eventually as Shirodaksha Vishnu, and who expands as Paramatma. So all connected. Taha sarva labhyahaya Prabhura vachana Sei sutra yai tare Kaila vivarana. Lord Nityananda said, in Vrindavan all things are possible. Here I have explained his brief statement in detail. So all things are possible means you will be able to accomplish those things which are impossible, and you'll get all the mercy of the Lord and everything. So in Vrindavan all things are possible. Se saba painu ami Vrindavane aay Se saba labhya ei Prabhura Krupai. I have attained all this by coming to Vrindavan, and this was made possible by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. The purport says, of all the temples in Vrindavan, 90% belong to the Gaudiya Vaishnava sect, the followers of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. And 7 temples are very famous. So you see, so many temples. They say 5,000 plus temples are there in Vrindavan, and 90% are belonging to Gaudiya Vaishnavas, who are all followers of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So that means Radha Krishna can be achieved only through Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu only. Ahead he says, anyone who differentiates between Radha Krishna and Gauranga is to be considered a plaything in the hands of Maya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. Krishna only came with the mood of Radharani and with the complexion of Radharani. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, she is golden complexion. So Sham Sundar, dark complexioned one, accepted Gaur Sundar, Gaurangi's complexion. He became Gaur Sundar. Apanara Katha Likhi Nirlajja Hayya Nityananda Gune Lekhai Unmatta Kariya. I have described my own story without reservations. The attributes of Lord Nityananda, making me like a madman, force me to write these things. So now this is literature, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Lord is being glorified. His character is very nectarian, etc. And in that, how can I speak about myself? This would be foolishness, rascaldom. He said, no, miss, I should not have written about myself, but what to do? Nityananda is so amazing, that he showered mercy upon me and all that. So I somehow wrote all this. You understand? No? It may appear like he is glorifying himself. That he got the garland of Lord Madan, Gopal, etc. and all that. No, this is Nityananda Prabhu who guided me to go to Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan the Vaishnavas I took shelter. They guided me to Madan Mohan, and he told me to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. You understand? So it is appearing to be his own glorification, but it is not. It is glorifying. He is glorifying Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is like a madman, and he made our Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami another madman. Nityananda Prabhu Raguna Mahima Apar Sahasra Vadane Shesha Nahi Paya Yar. The glories of Lord Nityananda's transcendental attributes are unfathomable. Even Lord Shesha with his thousands of mouths cannot find their limit. His glories are unlimited. Last verse. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Pade. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Yara Ash. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Kahe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, Hare Krishna Das narrates Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi-lila 5th chapter, describing the glories of Lord Nityananda Balram. Yes, any question? We went too much over time, and I wanted to complete this.
So in the pastime of Pradyumna born from the Lord Krishna's son. So there, I remember like Rati takes care of the Pradyumna as a mother initially, and the Khambala demon, I think.
What is the question you ask?
So she takes care of her child, and then they get married.
No problem. Janma karma च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति स्वार्जुन. One understands my qualities, my activities, and my birth to be transcendental. He does not take birth again after giving up this body. He comes to Golok Vrindavan. So not only Krishna, but even his sons and grandsons and his associates, his devotees. Vaishnavara Kriya Mudra Vigyana Puja. If you have faith, you accept, you understand. Not a problem. She got a kid, like kid is a small, maybe. So one may, even for that matter, Rukmini Devi can see when Krishna revealed his childhood Makanchor form to Mother Devaki, she happened to see from distance. And she developed the desire to have that deity, Krishna in that form, and worship him, care for him. Then for her pleasure, Krishna manifested as Udupi Krishna. And she took care of him for quite long time, as long as she was on planet. Now she has her husband fully present, and she's having Madhurya Ras with him, though in Aishwarya, Sakya Ras. So why she wants to have son in the form of Krishna in the form of son, means some baby? That's not a problem. No question online, no? Okay. श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।